After the ball is over, after this game is done, after the die lot's finished, and you are short just one, many a knitter has made a tearful and desperate call, pleading with their local yarn shop, go after that ball.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 421. Today is Saturday, September 26, 2020, as we are recording. I am Marlisha, also known as Lady Fernico.
And I'm Talia, also known as Franciscan Gypsy.
I want to welcome you all to the fun in the Woman Cave.
I was just thinking, I look like I'm a rapper or something. Or, I don't know.
I'm not even going to attempt it. Anyway.
Or, what's it called? Weird Al.
Okay.
Except a brunette.
Okay. We want to welcome all new and returning viewers to the Foon and the Woman Cave. If you're new, we're glad you found us. We hope you find something you like and that you stay with us. If you are returning, we're always glad to have you back. And if you are in the shadows, either new or returning, please feel free to hit the subscribe button on your right. I think it's still a red button. And hit the little bell so you can get notifications of when we put up the podcast. And if you'd like to take part in the alongs, all the alongs and all the camaraderie and all that kind of stuff, coupon codes, all that kind of stuff, all happens in the PHN group, the home group. That is phnpodcast.freeforums.net. That's phnpodcast.freeforums.net. We'd love to see you there. Okay, all you have to do is say you want to join and we'll let you in. Okay. And we do have a new member, an official member. She's actually a new returning member.
Yay!
A returning new member? I don't know, new returning member. Elvin's Knits, we're glad to have you back. Yay. I'm not going to mention her name because she didn't have it there, so I know who she is, but Elvin's Knits, we're glad to have you with us. All right, T, how many projects do you have?
Oh, yeah, let me check.
It's very weathery today.
Yes.
So we are a little off.
Well, the weather we thought we were getting Friday.
We're getting today, it seems.
Yeah. Pulling up my show notes. Sorry, guys. Beep, beep, beep. For those of you who are new, we choose who says our tea first based on who has more projects. If you have more projects, you say your tea first. Mm-hmm. Because apparently we're like 5 and going last is better.
It's the best. I was doing this as saving the best for last.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Well, we're equal. Do you have 8?
No.
Okay.
Do you have any FOs?
Yes.
Well, then that comes. We're gonna count that for your more because that gives us a tiebreaker.
You have no FOs?
No FOs.
Okay. All right. In my
If I did have FOs, that would have not been a tiebreaker.
Why?
Because when we both had enough, we would have both had.
Oh, okay, yeah. In my With God All Things Are Possible mugs, because today I need comfort stuff, is my chai tea. Andy's getting a little break. I've been drinking him straight, his tea. I'm getting my chai tea latte today.
And for me, just want to put that over there.
And Talia doesn't usually have this because it has milk in it. A little, not milk, but
dairy.
It's my only concession to dairy at this point.
Yeah, because Mom's actually very sensitive to dairy. Why did I take this with me?
I have no idea.
I use that to measure out my tea.
Yeah, I tend to be a little sensitive to dairy, so I don't have a whole lot of it.
Sorry, my neck brace ran away. Who's attacking me?
You're making a mess.
Who's attacking me?
TMNB.
B. I'm being attacked by a turtle.
And she's not a turtle. She's a tortoise. No, she's.
No, she isn't.
She's a third. She's just flighty.
Okay.
She's so pretty.
There we go. Gosh, all your animals on the side are like...
That's because you make a mess over there.
Don't make a mess. Mean.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. Sorry about that. So my Plum Deluxe tea is actually not in a Plum Deluxe container because I tend to drink a fair amount of this tea, and I wanted to have it all in one place. So I stole an old container from David's Tea, and anyone who knows me knows I actually don't like David's Tea. I don't like the fact they add their sugar to it. And also I feel like their flavors are fake. I'm a tea
She
snob.
has opinions. I'm sure you've noticed.
Now, those of you who like David's tea, I'm sorry, you are perfectly welcome to like your nice fake tea.
She judges you.
I don't judge you.
All that is judgy. She judges you.
I don't judge you. I judge your tea choice.
Judging. Judgy.
But I am drinking it, Plum Deluxe Cuddle Time Herbal Tea.
He has a sale on teas that are autumn.
Okay.
And I said I don't need to buy any more because I bought like a dozen already.
Cozy up with this relaxing, sleepy tea. This tea never makes me sleepy. With pajamas and midnight snacks. It's all organic, chamomile, rooibos tea, peppermint leaves, vanilla essence, love, and gratitude. So,
No
chamomile is one of my comfort teas.
No caffeine.
And I dumped half my sugar in the teacup and half my sugar in the
Tea?
steeper thing because with my tea because I forgot where it was supposed to go. I know it doesn't make any difference, but it annoyed me because it wasn't where I intended to put it. So I'm a little foggy today.
She's still doing bunny mugs.
Yes.
Can't believe I'm drinking out of a bunny mug during Tortoise versus Hare. I do like chamomile.
Chamomile's good.
Here you go.
I keep wanting to pull back my hair, and then I keep thinking it's blocking a part of the light, and then I let it back down again.
Right. Because in order to get so you can see us, we have to have the lights on, but she needs to block it out. So, okay.
It hurts. It burns,
Burns,
precious. It burns.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Our charities. We dropped off some stuff for the Evans home. I dropped off some with our local yarn shop because she placed an order.
Not for stuff for the Evans home, but
No, for in my shop, and I had to go down there anyway. So Mike and I went. We did a drive-by delivery. And I curbside type of thing. She picked it up, and I dropped off the Evans house as well. So, Evans home as well. The Front Royal Pregnancy stuff and Kim's stuff and Brittany's stuff will be going out when we get a chance to do that. Okay. Let's see. The Amelia Project is Kim's. That's the little preemie stuff.
did you see I was right?
And now the upcoming, going into upcoming alongs, we have upcoming next week starts the Toy Along. I can't believe we're heading into the last quarter of the year.
And I know that people are probably getting on their Christmas.
Yeah.
Knitting.
The thing, I love the Toy Along. You see the little faces and the little toy. They make me happy.
Yes.
So these can be for anything. They can be for Christmas gifts. They can be for charity. They can be for yourself. They can be for whatever. Okay. So we look forward to seeing that. I'll put the thread up as soon as I can since it is coming up relatively quickly. We only have 4 or 5 more days this month, I think it is,
Something
or
like
6
that.
days, something like that, less than a week, because the next time we podcast is October. So, okay, so keep your eyes open for that.
Your eyes.
I'm not going to talk over you.
Surprise you will.
I am not going to talk over you. Are you quite finished?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. The upcoming, the current alongs, we have the PHN Charity Cal Cal Lao 2019. No. 2020.
Yeah, we're not 2019.
I must have cut and paste because we never were 2019. We were always 2020. Okay. This
There was
started,
never a point where we were 2019?
not with this.
Ever?
I know a lot of people would like to say never, ever, 2020. But anyway, 2020. This started January 1st, 2020, and ends December 31st, midnight, going into January 1st of 2021. Okay? And this is, as we said, a year long, and it's knit, crochet, and loom knit projects And the only sewn project are those masks that we're wearing for COVID. Okay, if you're making those masks, especially for medical personnel, first responders, things like that. Okay. As I always do, is I kind of go verbatim off this list of rules for this along, and then I kind of change them up when we get to the other alongs, because we do have 3 going right now, and I don't want to go through all the rules for all of them. You'll be bored, and it'd take forever. So anyway, for this particular one, okay, I already said the dates, what they must be. Previous whips are allowed but must be worked on during the along. Chatter and pictures are all on the same thread. All charity projects will be accepted, but baby projects, FOs.
Gets you baby chances.
These are all FOs that I'm talking about. Baby items.
Gets you baby chances.
Baby items and dishcloths for Brittany, and hat not hate if that's still going on. Anything in a Franciscan Gypsies Designs pattern, my one pattern, or Laura Concerts patterns. My yarn, that's Lady Fernville Creations, or Laura's yarn, which is Lollipop Girl Creations, I think, yarns.
I don't know.
Lollipop Girl yarns. Those are all 2 chances at a prize for the finished object. And if you put them together with the pattern, that's a featured pattern, then you get 3 chances at a prize for the finished project only, okay? And you're responsible for those multiple postings. The hashtag is hashtag PHN Charity 2020 on Instagram. Rena, correct me if I'm wrong, because she actually set that up for us, because she was the first one to be putting it in there. So that's that. And the prize for that is, for this quarter coming up, is a lefty set of yarn donated by Mama C, who's Christina, and 2 skeins of Mama Llama yarn in the Nile colorway, and that was donated by Marriott. So thank you very much for those donations. We really appreciate them. The cardiac dysautonomia is a quarterly. It started in July, and it ends at the end of this month, which is September. Mm-hmm. And
just in time for Dysautonomia Awareness Month.
Yes,
for real.
Yes, for real. But we already had a long place.
It's not. Yeah. It's it just happens to be that way.
This one is, as we said, knit, crochet, and loom knit, but no sewn projects. That's only for the charity along, that for the masks. Let's see. It's hashtag PHNCDA 2020 on Instagram, and the projects must be worked during this time period. They don't have to be finished, but we always like to see the finished stuff. Mm-hmm. The caveat for this is it has to be in the predominantly reds, shades of red, shades of pink, white, black, shades of blue, teal, or kind of that turquoisey color. As long more tending toward more blue, because those are the colors for either cardiac, dysautonomia, or for the fact that the zebra is for the fact that it's unusual or not rare or whatever. Okay.
Right now it's not diagnosed very often. It used to be thought rare, but is no longer thought to be so.
Okay. All right. The same featured items in terms of my yarn and my pattern, Talia's patterns, and Laura's yarn and Laura's patterns. Okay, as long as they're in those colors. Let's see. And this, along with the prizes, are a skein of Dragonfly Fibers Djinni sock in the Golden Pear colorway that was donated by Rena, and 2 skeins of Euroflax 100% wet spun linen sport weight in the charcoal colorway. So those are 2 nice prizes, one for each of 2 winners. Okay. Yes. Tortoise versus hare. I need a drink. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, this is Laura Concert's baby, and it started the same time Cardiac Dysautonomia did. It started July 1st, and it goes through till September 30th. And I think the hares are winning this year.
Which should be great. We haven't won yet.
Yeah.
And if we win, of course, it'll be 2020.
Yes. So, Laura is crocheting Hoovian, and it's her baby. She's been doing this for years with us. She asked us to co-host, and Brittany, who is B-Wing. Mm-hmm. Okay. And let's see here. Everything pretty much the same for us. I think Laura is accepting any kind of project, but we are only accepting knit, loom knit, and crochet. I'm not sure about Brittany. You'd have to check her rules. Yeah. She's B-Wing. She's on Ravelry, and she's on, I don't know if she's doing it on Facebook or not.
I don't know.
So you can check her out there. Tortoise versus Hare 2020 is a hashtag. All right. And the featured patterns, it's just anything tortoise or hair related, any project at all, whether it's a toy, whether it's a scarf, whether it's a colorway, whatever it is, okay, project name, whatever. Featured, your patterns, Taya's, well, I was going to say, Taya's toys, that was the beginning of this, but it's anything tortoise versus hare, that's Taya's or Laura's, okay?
Because I have multiple bunny knit patterns are not
right
toys,
that are not toys,
and one turtle one.
And I have colorways, rabbit, Secret of the Ooze, that kind of stuff, that yarns that are tortoise versus hare kind of things, and so does Laura. So anything that is turtle or bunny related, but if it's my stuff, Taya's, my yarn or pattern, Taya's yarn or pattern, and Laura's yarn or pattern, those are featured, okay? Let's see. The feature is always like what we used to do. Laura, if you have questions about that, because I'm kind of skimming over it, you can go back and listen to what I said at the beginning for the other alongs, or you can contact us, okay? I'm just trying to keep this moving a little bit. Laura's offering a mini skein set to the winner of this along. 10 gram skeins. It's of either fingering sock or DK, and it's in her. It's like so totally rad. You got to see, who is it? Jamie, I think, who does that on Cozy Up Knits. She just says it with this little head toss and all this. I think it's Jamie who says it. It's so funny. Makes me laugh. And we're donating a Gradients yarn in the color Kale. Yeah, that was donated to us. Okay, and we are very grateful to that for that donation.
Thank you.
All right, so moving on. I'm sorry if I'm a little tongue-tied today. I think this has caffeine. I'm feeling a little bit less foggy. All right, I went first for the tea, so you're going to go first for this?
Nope, if you go first for the tea, you go first for the project. The only reason is because you have an FO and I don't have an FO.
Okay.
Because that kind of gives you like an end
Okay.
over me. And it's not like a design FO.
This, excuse me, is my Ninja Turtle Baby Blanket project from the Ninja Turtle Baby Blanket pattern by Lisa Vanilla. It's in my Universal Studios canvas bag. This thing is huge. And honestly, I didn't do a whole lot. I didn't get, up until like yesterday or the day before yesterday, I thought I was only going to have 2 or 3 projects. And when I sat down to do something at any particular time, I got interrupted. We either had to leave physical therapy, or we had to do this, or we had to do that.
Sorry, guys.
So I didn't get a whole lot done on this. Actually, this project I might have gotten a little more than I thought. I was actually talking to somebody in the physical therapy, so I had to switch the projects I was working on. And because it was a little more complicated, I was trying to figure something out. And I said, I need to be doing something that I'm not going to have to worry about. So I did this. And I'm really close to changing. The lady, it was funny. The lady I was talking to knew about the Ninja Turtles. And she said, oh, they're brothers. You got the brothers. I said, yeah, Donatello's next. She said, yeah, Donnie's next. And then what's little Mikey? Michelangelo. So, yeah, I'm getting close to Donnie. I didn't do a whole lot on here, but I did some. So, Donnie will be next, and he will be purple. And this is all Knit Picks Brava Sport.
Yeah.
Because I actually bought Brava Sport for this. I have a whole lot of this left over, I think. That's okay, I use Brava anyway.
Because I think it called for Wish to Be one to make a baby blanket.
Yeah. And it's going to be a kind of good sized one. Maybe more like a toddler.
Well, it might be what I call the receiving blanket or the crib blanket. One of those, probably the crib blanket.
Well, I'm thinking maybe a toddler. The eyes might make it more for a toddler. I mean, it's not like safety eyes or anything, but
right.
Maybe just to...
You're thinking of little fingernails.
Yeah. Your turn.
Okay, I'm almost done with this needle. So,
And this might be a little bit of a quick podcast because we don't have any banter in us today.
I bantered a bit.
Banter. We did all our banter on the live stream. Not the live stream. Yeah, the Zoom. Yeah.
Next week's live stream.
Next week's live stream, yeah. For the Patreons.
Hold on. There we go. Okay. There, I finished my needle. So I might as well talk on this one. In my Silvershed USA Peanuts Christmas bag, as you can see, I have, this is my,
Is this the waist job? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my Lovebirds Christmas stocking pattern that I designed. And
Oh, you made a
it
lot of
does look
progress.
like it's bunching, but it's not. I mean, that comes out with the blocking. And
Oh, that's heavy.
well, that's all
It's thick. It's all the color work.
all the color work.
Yeah,
And
that's nice.
and yeah, I added the waste yarn, so I don't have to cut. I can just take care of that.
That's really pretty.
I don't care for cutting. For my I'm stuck on something. Hold on, stuck on a stitch. Stuck on a stitch.
So you don't cut when you do.
Not when you do it with the waste yarn.
So, but there's not a hole there. I don't understand.
You'll see it on the video
Oh, okay. Okay.
because I'm going to be doing a tutorial for the patrons.
Okay. Oh, I see.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. Okay.
But
I've never done a sock before except for crocheted stocking.
there's my little. I chose orange because it's definitely not in my. This is fox, and
Right.
it's cotton, so it's completely different.
Yeah, because I thought that was not that color. That's why I was confused.
Yeah. And so I'm almost done with the first chart on the foot.
That's gonna be really
then I'll
pretty.
have 2 more charts and
You
be able
said
to head
it,
into the toe.
you said the green is green apple or sour apple or something.
No, it's not. It's Mad Tosh. No, it's not Mad Tosh. It's Dragonfly.
Dragonfly.
I want to say something like Into the Woods or something like that.
It's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
Yeah. Well, it looks like a Granny Smith apple. So
Yeah. It wasn't called anything apple.
okay.
But I think this was my a green that I picked up from Dragonfly. Either that or it's a Mad Tosh. I can't remember. But yeah.
Yay. Very pretty.
Now I can finally start making some progress on it and get it done in time for Christmas.
I have a little crochet heavy that excuse me this time around. Sorry guys. I'm a little crochet heavy this time around, and this one you haven't seen in a while. I wanted to pull out Taya's Pesty Westy, and I couldn't remember what bag it was in, and my husband was waiting, so I just pulled out the first one that looked like it might be Pesty Westy.
Now, Pesty Westy is not the name of my pattern.
No, I know it's not. It's the migraine blanket. So I pulled out this one instead, and it's in my Silver Shed USA Lady Furnico bag. Words, words, words. Okay. And this is, the yarn is, I love this yarn. I love this yarn, but I do love this yarn. It's Lion Brand Heartland, and I just love this yarn. And I pulled this out. This is my Ocean Waves blanket project from the Nini's NICU blanket from Knots of Love. And this was really hard to see when I was working on it, so I hope I didn't add some stitches because the color is so dark. But you haven't seen this in a while because I haven't worked on it in a while.
I was going to say I hadn't seen it in a while until you picked it up.
So that's that. I was, like I said, I was trying to pull out Talia's blanket, which is similar to this color, but I had it in a certain bag, and I pulled out that bag, and it wasn't there, so I don't know what I did with it.
Well, it must be in some bag.
Yeah, it's gonna
Maybe
be.
it's sharing a project bag with something you took to an appointment.
Well, when I do that, I generally put the bags into the bigger bag, so I don't usually just throw a project in like that. But it's somewhere.
So,
I have to find it.
in my Silver Shed USA, this is our fun words bag.
The one I just did, but that's yours. That's for Siskin Gypsy.
Yeah, I have an orange one. Mom has a
Blue one.
blue one.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, I see. So this is my Bunny Love cowl. Just worked a little bit on this, I think, just very little.
I like the colors in that.
I really do.
I like that red.
Yeah, this is the red that you like from Dragonfly. This is the rodeo.
I need to try to figure out how to watch it.
Sorry.
The side.
And then this is Mom's Silver Bells.
Yeah.
So
They look good together. Well, they look well together.
I'm not too much farther than I was, but you're starting to see the bunnies take shape.
Very nice. Silver bunnies?
Silver bunnies.
Silver bunnies. Not bloodthirsty red bunnies.
Yeah, well, it allows the hearts to be red and the bunnies to be silver.
Very cool.
So, and this cowl will be mine. Because, and I did wear last week my other bunny cowl.
On the podcast?
On
Or?
the podcast,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, my next project is... This is the one I didn't really work on. I wanted to work on it because I really wanted to try and get it finished. But I sat down to work on it and I got interrupted and I never went back to it. This is the, in my PHN Faces bag. This is a classic bag. And I have to talk to Anne about whether or not we can get this for the thing. Is my Taste of Autumn shawl from the Scrap Shawl pattern by Anastasia Zattel. And this is probably my favorite pattern of hers. She has some really nice patterns. All this is Miss Babs yarn except for the gold, which is Malabrigo. No,
Sorry, guys,
yeah, that's
allergies.
right. Malabrigo, yeah, because the turtle has Matosh. So this is the shawl. I only did like maybe a half a row on this since last week. So it hasn't grown a whole lot. But I want to show it to you.
Right. So I never am one to be like, oh, I didn't work a lot on this, I'm not showing it. I worked one stitch on it, you're
Yep,
going to see
you're
it.
going to see it because that's the way we roll. So,
I don't save projects for later. You see everything I worked on.
yeah, unless I'm doing a surprise,
Well, yeah.
you're going to see it.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, obviously I don't show you designs in progress.
So, this is... I love Anne's bags. If you want a bag, guys, Anne's bags are fabulous. If you
Yes, they are.
you already know that we love Anne's bags, but just saying, want a Christmas gift or something, you know?
Right. So, in my... I need to move things around a little bit to find something I can show. I think these two are the last two I can show. No, I can't show that one. This one. So, in my Ravelry tote bag is Little
Miss Things.
Little Miss Things, Swift the kitten, or she'll call it a little cat
Yeah.
because she doesn't want it to be a kitten. So, I got a little bit farther on the lower body.
Very nice.
On the lower body, sorry, upper body.
This
So-
is why I like toys so much, because the faces are so cute.
and his muzzle's in here somewhere. There he is. Then you get the full effect.
Yay. Very cute.
So he's growing. He's another one that needs to be done by Christmas.
Yeah. I am looking forward to telling about our surprise along for next year, our year long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. In my PHN Chameleon bag is my At the Bottom of the Hill scarf project. Talia could probably say she worked on this as well.
I didn't really knit on it. I only dropped down.
She
for
dropped
you.
down. What did I do?
You must have yarned over, or
Not finished one?
you did extra,
Yeah.
and that's what created the hole. And you didn't need the extra. It was going to make your thing wider. So I just went down, threaded the needle to below the point where you added a stitch,
Right.
and that's what fixed it.
So I think I got to the point where you fixed it. I worked on this yesterday. So I did several rows on this, and it's a little off. You can't tell because of the texture, but because I forgot what I was doing. So anyway, this is, I must have made, I think, Talia, you said drop back several rows.
Yeah.
I think I just picked them all up. You know, I just got to the point. And you can see there's a little ridge here where I made a mistake. But that's fine. I'm not worried about it. Not sure exactly what I did there, but
You did garter. Is what you did. You just did a garter right there, a garter ridge.
I mean, I
So
have,
you knit 2 rows in a row.
yeah, I don't know. So it's just, it'll be what
That's
it is.
exactly what you did.
Yeah, it'll be what it is. I'm not really worried about this. It's a mock-up, so to speak. And this is James C. Brett yarn, bulky, chunky yarn. And I'm using, I don't know what the colorway is. It didn't have a color on it. So, yeah, that's that.
Okay, so the last one I can show you before it's all bags from there. Oh no, I'm sorry, I have 2 more I can show you. Psych. In my Silver Shade USA Oops Bunny bag with art designed by Davina, not the design drawn by Davina. This is my bunny butt dishcloth. Using Dishy yarn in 2 different purples.
Oh, that's looking good time.
So we have a little bunny tail forming.
Yay!
So I just got a little bit of work done on it. I'm enjoying working in the purples more than I did on the orange and white. The orange and white just wasn't quite as fun.
Right. And I forgot to tell you that this is a Food in the Woman Cave bag. It's my husband's artwork. It's our 5-year podiversary bag. And Anne Brody.
And even though I don't wear purple, I don't enjoy wearing purple, I enjoy knitting purple.
There's something about purple. I don't enjoy wearing it, but I like dyeing it,
Yeah.
making yarn in that color. There's something about it.
So I enjoy knitting it, but I can't keep anything that I knit in it. I'm not planning on keeping dishcloth anyway.
Yeah. And if anybody is a really long time viewer from when we started, at the very beginning, people thought my favorite color was purple because I was doing so much that had purple in it. It's just fun to work with.
Yeah.
I just don't wear it, Okay, my next project is in my Chronically Crocheting llama bag, which I absolutely love, and she knows how much I really appreciate it, or I think she does. Is my... What is this doing in here?
I don't know what it's doing in there.
Okay. Let me see what I'm working on here. I gotta find it.
Still haven't found what you're looking for?
I found it. Okay, I guess I am working...
Haven't found
No, this one's done. Where is it? I'm trying to find what I'm working on here. Oh, here it is. Okay.
She just has a lot of things in there. That's why she can't find what
Yeah,
she's
I
looking
took
for.
some of them out, but some of them are in here so I can check the size. So here's a teal one that I'm starting.
It's not like knitting where you can just find the needles and yank it out, but the needles.
Yeah, sometimes the hook falls out.
Yeah.
So this, I've gotten to the point with the yarn I have in here that Brittany might not get 2 more of each. She might end up with 3 of one color, 3 of one color. Because, I'll show you later, but it's just, there's a reason for it. Okay. And this is made from Dishy. I do like working Dishy for the dishcloths. And I think I might enjoy working it for a toy. I might try it for the toy along with the toy. And see how that works. Because for babies, sometimes, you can just wash it that way. I mean, you can wash it in acrylic as well, but not in some of the other yarns that we're using.
Right.
Okay.
So, whoopsie, sock tried to come off. In my, I'm not even sure what to call this bag. It's a bag I had.
Did you get that secondhand or?
Oh, I'm sure I did.
Yeah. That's cool. On your zipper like that?
Yeah, because I needed the stitch markers.
You can put your hooks and stuff.
I do.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Yeah, I mean, the lining has a little tear in it, I believe, but...
Oh, does it?
It's not terribly important. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I just thought it did. I mean, it's not the most well-made bag, but it serves the purpose. Right. But this is... last week, all I wanted to do was cuddle a bunny when I was done, because there's something about... When you're not feeling, there's something about a weight of something on your lap for when you're having sensory issues, and then having something to hug up here. Right. So, he belongs to the podcasting area, so I have him when I need him on the podcast. And the one I have in my room isn't quite as heavy. It's the original Oops. And I didn't stuff him quite as well, and he was a worsted / Aran weight yarn, and my gauge was a lot loose. I didn't stuff him as well, and my gauge was looser. So he was not quite as bulletproof as this one is, and so he doesn't ride the same way.
We need to get Davina to learn how to make that. It'll always be bulletproof, and no yarn will ever show. Davina's crocheting is very, very tight. I mean, it's literally, you could probably put it up, and almost anything would be redirected.
She actually doesn't enjoy making toys that much.
No, she doesn't. She likes the idea, and she made me a couple. You go ahead and, is it your turn still? I'll show some things that she made.
She doesn't enjoy making toys so much. She will every once in a while, but honestly, she prefers just having someone make toys for her. I think following the directions can be difficult for her at times. So, I'm not sure what other ones. Is it the one with the long beak, Mom?
No, I made that one.
You made that one?
I know she made another one for me.
Is it the light blue one with the pink and green?
No, I did that one.
You did that one? Yeah.
No. I know she
made you one more.
I don't know.
We'll just show her the one you have.
Oh, here it is. It's one that the eye keeps popping out of.
Oh dear. Well, that's the hard thing is that when
And I'll
you're
show it
using
after you're
safety
done
eyes.
here.
No, go ahead, Mom.
Okay, these are the ones that Davina made for me. Aren't they cute? I mean, she definitely has
This one is.
I don't know how she did these wings. I mean, I think that's absolutely phenomenal. And this one, it's very
Well, I
hard.
know you know how she does the wings.
Well, I know, but it's
Yeah,
just,
you're impressed that she did. Is what you're saying.
see. And then this one, it's very hard to put the eyes in. And so one of the eyes keeps popping out. I can't tell her that because she'll be upset.
Yeah.
But
Well, this one turned out really well.
this one, I love them both, but this is my favorite of them. And yeah.
I think when she was first starting to think of making toys, I went and I searched for a bunch of easy patterns for her, and I think that's where those came from because that didn't come from the crochet book I gave her.
No, this is really nice. So
Um.
I was really very touched. These are like places of honor because she put a lot. She doesn't particularly care for toys, and she made these for me.
She doesn't care for making
Making them,
toys.
yeah.
But let's be absolutely clear.
Well,
She
that's what I
loves
meant.
toys.
We just said that. So that
Are you sitting on Felicia's head?
no,
You're sitting on Felicia's head.
I wasn't.
You don't
You should
deserve.
not fib on the podcast.
Don't deserve her.
You should not. Fib.
Okay, so I started a bunny that will go in my room for just comfort, and I used some James C. Brett, and the one I had the most of in one color was this purple. I had completely unused yarn, and then the more I thought about it, I was like, well, I can go through Mom's stash, blah 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 blah, and I was like, no, I want a purple one. I went from being like it has to be purple because that's what I have to no, I want this purple one.
Yeah. Well, it's happy.
It is, and I think that's what I wanted. I didn't want it to just be a tan or
Does
something.
he have a name?
Yes, he is Purple Comfort Bunny, but he's Comfy for short. Comfy Bunny for short. And this blue is also James C. Brett. This light blue, it's jeans. Can't remember what the purple is called. The white, I held together 2 strands of
Worsted?
Lion Brand Pound of Love.
Oh, right. Mhm.
And then this black was already like a bulky knit picks. So finished
cool.
the head and started the lower body.
Yay. So cute.
Not lower body. I keep saying lower body, upper body. So he's growing. He's not going to be done before the tortoise versus hare, but that's not why I started
Well,
him.
you can do it for toy long.
Yeah. I started him because I wanted him. So he's developing his personality. I'll think about later the yarn I'll need for his muzzle. Although it doesn't need to be a thick yarn for his muzzle. It can be whatever pink yarn I happen to have on hand.
Right. Very cute.
So, yes.
Why is Felicia up here?
Because you were sitting on her head.
I was not in fact. Don't fib.
She wouldn't hit me like that.
She just did.
Only
Okay.
because you made her.
I do not, in fact. All right, the project's actually in my Knitter's Magic Owl bag. The yarn is in this big canvas bag from Maryland Sheep and Wool. No,
Show me. What should it say on it? Oh, that's true.
it is Maryland. Yeah, it is Maryland. Maryland Sheep and Wool canvas bag has my yarn in it. Okay.
Because you
So-
only got Shenandoah the same year I did.
Yeah,
Shenandoah's bags aren't quite as well made.
So I'm working on this particular one right now. I must have finished one because this was not the one I was working on before. So I like the color on this. It is
Is it a gray or something?
no.
Well, remember, it looked. It's gonna.
This is Marigold Jen Kaleidoscope. The opposite of gray.
Yeah. Well, I only saw it to the corner of my eye.
Right. Well, you got the glasses on too. So this. Yeah. Okay. So that's the one square that I'm working on right now. I don't know what happened to my hook. It fell in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Okay. I had to keep this hook. There's a little place in here for me to put the hook. I should just leave it in there.
I always like when bags have a place for
Yeah.
you to put stuff.
I mean, this one has the pockets bigger than just a hook size, so I have to kind of lay it down.
Mm-hmm.
So that, there we go. All right, let's put these in here. I love this bag. I'm not a big fan of open bags. This one will never go out with me because I'm afraid of dropping things. But I just love the fabric. I fell in love with it and I wanted it. So, and the lady who makes these bags is really affordable.
Mm-hmm.
She really is. I was looking at the Knitter's Magic had her weekly Thursday sale, and I was watching her go through the bags, and she had ginormous bags that were like ridiculously cheap. Mm-hmm. That this lady makes.
And that's our local yarn shop.
That's our local yarn. She's fantastic. If you're in if you're in Winchester, Virginia, you need to stop by her and see her. Knitter's Magic. She's not letting people in the shop at this time, but if you want some yarn, you can call ahead and tell her what you want.
And she now does things on Facebook.
She does things on Facebook, so you can contact her at Knitter's Magic on Facebook, and she will take care of you. She is phenomenal, and she's been very supportive of me and my yarn, and I want to return the favor because she's absolutely phenomenal. Phenomena. Okay, your turn.
Okay, so everything else is just going to be me waving a bag at you.
We only have 2 things, right?
What do you mean I only have 2 things?
You only have 2 more projects, right?
Do you have only 2 more projects?
Yeah.
Did one of us miscount?
I have 7.
Did I not do 7? Did I do 7?
I don't know.
I'm really confused because I have... Did I not count the designs?
I do not know.
I'm really confused.
I have no clue.
Okay, apparently I'm going to be just like throwing bags around because I either miscounted terribly.
Let me just check mine again. Okay, let's see. So you're not feeling like you are completely losing it. 1, 2,
I dropped something.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mm-hmm.
I dropped something.
She's just throwing things all over the place.
I'm just going to count like 1, 2,
She's
4.
She's off screen looking at her
5.
project bags.
I've only done 5.
So you should have 2 more.
6.
One of them was carrying your yarn.
But it has a project in it. And I have this one too. I don't know why I have so many more. I thought I counted them all right.
Well, just do 2 at a time.
I'm sorry. I thought I counted them right.
She just wanted to go last.
I really thought I counted them right. Let me just grab my yarn. I dropped it. All right, in my nurse's
Whoop.
we're still recording.
Okay.
It's okay. It didn't turn off the camera because the camera's on battery.
Okay, we lost electricity.
Yes, so
That's why it got dark, and I heard a little
boom.
boom. So
I did too. Okay, so in my nurse's caps on a pale field bag, it's a design in progress. And I'll show another one. I miscounted horribly.
How many do you have?
3.
Okay, so you have 1 more.
I don't know how I miscounted so badly.
Well, you knew you were having some issues. That's why I didn't want to make any decisions this morning. So
In my brown bag from Knitter's Magic is another design in progress. And there we go.
okay. In my Kiki Boo Owl bag is the preemie hat, and I probably could have finished this yesterday if I just sat down and did it because I've reached the number of inches, but we were watching a movie and I didn't feel like it. And usually I will, but I just didn't feel like it. So I didn't. Whoops. It's a bunny.
Yes.
So you can see it's just about ready for me to, take it off the loom here. I just didn't want to do it right now, so I didn't. And that's that. That's all I have to say about that.
Then in my tutor bag by Mama C is a design in progress. Maybe I didn't see the highlight through the green.
It could be. I was wondering about that because it said you need to change the color so something you can see better.
And then in another bag is a different design. This is Shenandoah, I think.
Yeah, it is. Shenandoah.
So
Okay. So my last one, that's FOs, right?
yeah, did I grab all the bags I needed? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Okay. All right. I actually have 2 FOs because I realized that I started stuff. In here is the finished mint. I have to I haven't even cut it off yet. You can see I didn't have scissors when I finished it. So this one is done. And we'll go to Brittany. And then in here, I believe the color I finished was this one. So those are my FOs.
Well,
Nothing
at least you had
spectacular.
two more FOs than you thought, too.
Yeah, I had one more than I thought, yes. Okay, so that takes care of that. All right.
Then that goes on to stash enhancement.
I don't have any.
I don't either. Everything is that I would have had is related to the rosary making for a special order. So
Right. And I don't have anything for card making.
I have nothing I can show for beads and string because
Okay.
yeah, I just don't have anything to show for that.
I didn't work on the shared story this week. I have been working on it pretty steadily, but I didn't work on it this week.
I did work beads and string, but it's just that I've been cranking them out so quickly. I don't want to lose parts of the special order.
Right. Well, that's fine. What does that lead us to?
Usually it goes on to shop news.
Okay, shop news. You may see that I talked about this a little bit on the Zoom that we had for the tea party. You may see that I'm very light on fingering sock weight right now. That's because our local yarn store bought up most of it, which I was really excited about. But if you want certain colors that you've seen in the shop before or whatever, please let me know. And, I have a fair amount of DK and Sport already up there, but if you don't see what you want in those weights, let me know that as well. I will hopefully have the Advent things up, the Advent kits, if you will. There won't be a lot of them because I don't know how many, how do I put this? I don't know how much yarn I have to put together the way it needs to be put together to form the kits, because it's going to be a kit that has 4 50-gram skeins and 1 100-gram skein. So it would be the 4 weeks of Advent plus Christmas. And I already have one pre-order. I just need to find out what weight that person wants, what base, and then I can look into the other ones and see what I have available. So it's kind of a loose type of thing. If you think you might be interested, let me know. If not, I'll just put them up and see who bites on it. And
They shouldn't bite yarn.
yes, it sounds like I'm kind of icky. But if you see any you have any colors that you want to go up, if you remember anything from last year that you want to go back up, let me know, and I will see what I can do. And that takes care of that, I think. How about you?
I did mean to show and I forgot. I had found, I was looking for something in my books, and I found a book that looks really cool that I'll have to start sometime soon. It's by Antonia Fraser, which I've heard good things about her writing from Dan, Bakery Bears fame, when he was mentioning some of the authors he liked. Mm-hmm. And I must have got the second hand or something, because I don't think it doesn't, for some reason it doesn't scream new to me. I think.
No, it already look at it, already has creasing on the binder.
Yeah,
here.
so I think I picked it up used somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's The King and the Catholics, England, Ireland, and the Fight for Religious Freedom, 1780 to 1829. So it's just an interesting topic anyway, and it's an author I've been meaning to read. So I do want to read this eventually. Mm-hmm. But I have been doing Great Courses Plus, and I have been reading a little bit. I started reading again my book on Catherine the Great, the biography, and then I'm reading one on different saints who suffered, written by a lady with chronic illness, and then something about dealing with chronic illness from a spiritual point of view, a different book. So, yeah. When I don't want noise, sometimes it's nice to have something on my Kindle on a black screen.
And I have looked into now, I've been trying to do some research for a little bit now, thinking about doing research on saints for caregivers. And so, one that keeps coming up is St. John the Evangelist. I think St. Dymphna comes up. Mm-hmm. And then I think for those of you who are Catholic, you're aware, and for those of you, even though if you're not Catholic, you're probably aware of St. Therese of Lisieux. I think her sister Celine though not up for canonization yet. Her other sister is, but
And her
Celine,
parents are already saints.
huh?
And her parents are already
Her
saints.
parents are already saints. Celine, I think she gave up her dream of going to the convent when she wanted to care for her aging and increasingly
More confused.
more confused father, and she didn't enter the convent until he passed away. So I think she would be a good one for caregiving. So I'm
And
looking
I'm not
at that.
sure if she rejected the offer of marriage because of wanting to take care of her father, or if it was because she had a vocation.
The very cursory reading I did on that said that she was kind of troubled by that, and it disturbed her, the proposal. And the funny thing was, the person who proposed to her became a priest, so that was kind of cool. But anyway, so that's I'm doing some stuff in that. We are kind of tending toward that right now. I'm still reading Queen by Timothy Zahn, but I haven't read it this week.
Well, every once in a while it's nice to read about nice people, and
Yeah.
sometimes when you read about history, the people who get in the history books aren't always very nice people.
Right.
Or they're particularly when you talk about royals, they're particularly royal children. Their lives weren't necessarily great.
Right.
Catherine the Great had a horrible childhood, as did her husband. So
Yeah.
it's nice to read something that's about nice people.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Even if they had a lot of things they're going through, at least they themselves were nice.
Right. Okay. Is there anything else?
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, so I do want to remind you about the Toy Along. This is going to be a short one. I apologize for it being so subdued. But the Toy Along starts October 1st, and it'll go through December 31st. I will try to get the thread up, as I said. We have a live stream coming up for the Patreons next Friday. I think that's, October 2nd?
Something like that.
Something like that. And we will be podcasting next Saturday, unless something changes. And just be, keep putting things in. I'm there for the prayer chain. I popped in and put a notice there that regardless of whether or not I come in there and say something, I do keep you guys in my prayers daily. Whatever your intentions are, Thanksgiving, whatever that is. And I do try to keep up with the episode threads. I don't do so well with the the alongs, although I do look at them. They make me happy because they're fun.
Yes, they are.
And I'm really excited to see all the activity.
Yes. And I filled all my slots for the testing for the
Yay!
Melissa blanket.
Awesome.
So very happy about that.
Okay, and we want to thank all the people who commented. Wombat of Doom, and Renna, and Looney Hiker, and Steph, and Sequa75, and Wendy, who we call MacGyver, and LMS Crafts, Sylvie, and Paula. Thank you very, very much for taking the time to comment. If I missed you for whatever reason, it's because I did exactly that. I didn't see you before we were podcasting. Okay, and we appreciate everybody's comments and try to get to them before we record the next time around. Sometimes someone slips in under the wire there and we don't get a chance to do it. But thank you very much for that. I think we are going to have to close now.
I think so.
So we want to wish you all a very blessed and wonderful week full of knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever it is that makes your heart happy. And we hope to see you here again for the fun in the Woman Cave next week. This is the Pen, Hook, and Needles podcast, episode 421, and that's a wrap.
Bye.